TunePocket.com. TunePocket.com.
Good day, and welcome to another episode of the Sean Farrell Podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's not waste no time. Let's get right to it. And so, I talked about how suicide prevention is a team game. Okay. And so, there are a couple of people that I follow on Instagram. And the one thing that I've noticed about the different mental health accounts that I follow on Instagram is that everybody who I follow, they're virtually sharing each other's posts. Okay. So from the Real Depression Project to AFSP National, AFSP Tennessee, the Suicide Prevention Network, In Her Name, KAP, the Happiness Project, Fight Through Mental Health, Suicide Prevention Awareness, to the Depression Chronicles. Okay. What I've been noticing is if the Happiness Project post something, then Suicide Prevention Awareness might share that post again. If In Her Name, KP, shares something, then Fight Through Mental Health may share it again. If the Happiness Project shares something, then the Depression Chronicles may share it again. Okay. So, we are like all in this together. Okay. The Real Depression Project, AFSP, Tennessee Suicide Prevention Network, Happiness Project, Fight Through Mental Health, Suicide Prevention Awareness, Depression Chronicles, the Chloe Ellerby, In Her Name, KAP, who actually watched one of my videos yesterday. And she actually and it actually inspired one of her posts that she Instagrammed about using one of the topics of my videos to inspire her post. And let me go to it. Let me see. Let me find it. Okay, yeah. So, one of the videos that I did about having everything and feeling nothing. I just got to shout her out. The post basically said depression is real. You could have everything and feel nothing. Okay. So, thanks to Sean Shao Kahn, Cowboy fan, for inspiring today's post. After listening to his recent YouTube video, I found an important message. It highlighted that individuals might possess everything externally, yet still experiencing an internal void. Please check on your loved ones. They might be struggling in silence and need someone to listen to them. Walk with them or simply sit with them without saying anything. Your presence can be precisely what they need to get through their depressive moments. Okay. So, um, and so, that's just what I want to, talk about today. Just having someone by your side with you to, get through your most heavy depressive moments. I was watching a young lady talking about it, telling her story about her suicide, about her suicide attempt, and how she went on a rock climbing trip. Okay, and she said that hey, she recalls because her friends went on a rock climbing trip with her. She said, hey, if I one of her friends said, hey, if I have to carry you while I go up this mountain, um, it was actually mountain climbing, rock climbing. Yeah, of course, so what about the same thing? But anyway, one of her friends, she recalls one of her friends saying, hey, if I have to carry you up the mountain, I will. Okay. And so, they climbed the mountain, and when they got to the top, she talked about just how beautiful the view was. Just how beautiful the view was. And she recalls being at her lowest point, ready to end her life by suicide. And she recalls that a friend just called her out of the blue, checking on her. Okay. And I think it's one thing to have experience online connection. It's one thing to experience an online connection with people who deal with certain mental health issues and all that, but it's just something about a in-person connection. No, the human connection that is just so much more fulfilling, and just helps get through the most depressive, darkest periods. There's just something about the human connection when you're in darkness, mentally. There's just something so powerful about the human connection that it's just it's unlike anything other, and just a human connection helps people get through their darkest moments because they can ask you, hey, are you okay? Are you doing okay? They can actually put their arms around you, okay, and say, hey, are you doing okay? It's okay to talk. Or if you don't want to talk, we can just sit here. We can just sit here and just watch TV. Okay? So, it's just something about the human connection, the human touch for any man or woman, boy or girl who deals with depression, who deals with the dark thoughts that can just help them so much out of a dark place. Okay. And while this young lady was telling her story during the COVID lockdowns, that depression went up by 50%, because guess what? We were all isolated. We were all at home, and we couldn't have human connection except online through Zoom. We couldn't have that human connection, and as a result, depression went up. It's never good to be isolated. We all need that human touch. We all need that human connection. Okay, and I think that's critically important to helping someone out of a dark place mentally. I think that's critically important, because this is just something about a human connection that's just so magical. Okay. So, a human connection is needed, whether you're dealing with depression, whether you're dealing with anxiety, whether you're dealing with suicidal ideation. Okay. Human connection is critical, because we can all be there for one another, because at the end of the day, you matter. At the end of the day, you are loved. At the end of the day, your life is worth a phone call to 988. Okay. And I saw a post that said, hey, there are people out there who would rather listen to your story rather than attend your funeral. Okay. So there's always hope out there. No, you matter always. And don't ever think for a second that you don't. Because even though you may not feel it, okay, you matter more than you actually think. Okay. All right. That's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. I am out of here. Thank you. May God bless you all. Peace.